Hi everybody, I'm Murphy the Decorator here, and it's that time of the week again. You know what that means. It's time to sit down and talk some shit. So I brought 3 of my ugliest friends, and I'm hoping they can help shed some light on what drives us all so absolutely fucking nuts this time of the year. It's gonna be a good time. Sit down, grab a glass of NyQuil, and come with me. Now first, let's talk about gifts. Is there any reason whatsoever that we can't try extra hard this year to make our gifts look just like this? I've got perfectly creased edges, a beautiful white satin bow, and a nice contrasting gift. And on this tag here, the name of who it's going to on the back, so that I don't have to look at that person's name every goddamn minute of the day. Now, I don't know about you, but when I receive a gift that is this poorly wrapped, the first thing I want to do is smash it over your head. You have taken absolutely no time to tie a bow that is easy to remove without chewing, gnawing, or burning it off with a blowtorch. And you've also taken no time whatsoever to crease your edges. This gift might be the ugliest gift I've ever received. But you know what? Thank you so much for the thought. Sally, I'm really glad you could join us, but is there any reason you're exposing your dry beaver to all of us here? I'm sorry, what? It's clammy? Well, cover it up, girl. I'll go ahead and lower the heat. Ever since I was a little boy, I used to ask my mother to wrap me up in Christmas paper before I would sit on the floor to wrap my presents. It really put me in the mood, and I was able to commit to those perfectly cut lines, beautifully creased edges. And sometimes I'll even invite a little friend along. She might get the same treatment. Today we're gonna wrap some stunning presents. Can't you see, Sarah? This is a horribly wrapped gift, but I'm gonna go ahead and open it anyways because you're standing right there. I just can't wait to see what she got me. Well, would you look at that? It's a tiny little cat vest with bells on it. Now, I don't even have a goddamn cat, but you know what? It's the thought that counts. This brings me to my next point. Regifting. Let's go ahead and talk about it. Gosh, I sure wish I had a cat to put this horrible costume on. But you know what? I don't. And I think she likes it all the same. So I'm okay with that. If you're gonna go ahead and re-gift me a gift, make sure I have a goddamn cat first. Otherwise, I just caught you in a re-gifting. Oh, and the tag. To Amanda, Merry Christmas. I hope Fluffy loves this suit as much as I loved making it. Now, are you a goddamn dumbass? You left that tag in that box, attached to the same awful wrapping paper from earlier said box. Oh, re-gifting. I just caught you. If you're anything like me, you certainly do not have fall or Halloween shit outside with the 2 feet of snow that just fell last month. That season has passed. Halloween is over. You decorated your house for Christmas a month ago, silly. Please go ahead and remove said gourds, pumpkins, ghosts, cemetery stones, or anything of that nature from your house immediately. Now, if I pass your house and still see that shit all over your front porch, I will literally take a shit on your front porch to remind you. I just love that you know me so well that your dumbass actually decides to bring a bottle of wine to my door to celebrate the holidays with when you know damn well I've been struggling with my own recovery for 7 years now. But you know what? Since I don't know what to do, and you're standing right there, I'm gonna go ahead and pop the bitch. But before we drink that beautiful wine together, let's go ahead and have a few shots of vodka first. This always gets my night started out beautifully. Thank you so much. I just love your kind gift. If the wreath on your front door still looks as treacherous as this one here, then shame on you. You have obviously not watched Murphy the Decorator Part 1, 2, or 3. If you had, you would have learned that anything that resembles this is completely unacceptable and should be thrown in the garbage immediately. These greens have not seen a single minute of fluffing. I am rocking some of the ugliest wrinkle-ass ribbon known to man, and little Susie has just taken a shit inside that wreath. Oops. There, see? Look how much happier Susie looks. This wreath has been properly fluffed. I have woven some absolutely gorgeous ribbon into the wreath, and I have created a couple of focal elements just like we learned in Murphy the Decorator Part 3. I am so glad my wreath does not look like the one on your front door. I don't know why, but there is just something about the 1950s string of porcelain lights. They are literally so charming. They heat up to about 900 degrees. The bulbs blow out every 2 seconds. And if I'm not careful, I might just burn the goddamn— Ow! Fuck! These lights are hot! I want to thank you for joining us today as we talk about some of the stupid shit that pisses us all right off. But before I let you go, there is one more thing I want to discuss. Now, this is very near to my heart. If you or anyone around you plan on being a complete asshole this holiday season, you can fuck right off. Nobody wants to be around your miserable ass anyway. If you're out shopping and you're spending way too much money on gifts that nobody deserves, and now you're in a crabby mood and we're all having to pay for it, maybe it's time for your ass to stay home and stop shopping. Take another look at that career of yours. If you are on the road and you are in such a hurry to get from point A to point B and you are creating a horrifying hazard for the rest of us, leave earlier. Or, I'm going to go ahead and run my truck right into the side of your sedan, hoping that you end up in the ditch where you belong. I am not above a good hit and run. And lastly, if you are out at a restaurant with your friends and family, and you're bitching to the server about the burnt salmon she just delivered to your table, well, the only thing I can say to you is I hope Santa burns your house down. Whose salmon is burnt now, bitch? And on that note, Merry Christmas and happy decorating. Don't forget to laugh or smile, people. This is not a fucking world war. It's Christmas. Chill the hell out.